Hello everyone! Skywhite, and welcome back to my channel. To those who are new, welcome. I hope you enjoyed all your time here. Today I'm going to be redesigning an old character of mine, who I've had since 2018, so a good 6 years now. This character has gone through quite a bit of designs over the years, and today I'm going to be redesigning White once again. White is his name, by the way. There is a reason why I named him, and no, it's not because I named him after my YouTube channel name. White actually came before it. In fact, that's actually where the name of my original channel came from. Sky is a nickname of mine, and White is the name of my original character. First character, so Sky White. You may be asking, why have I decided to redesign him so much over the years? And the reason is I kept changing the story that he was taking place in, as well as I improved my skills with designing, so naturally I changed over time. So now you may be asking, why am I changing his design again? Well, same reason as each other time. This time, though, I have a genuine story rather than a concept of the stories, which is a massive change compared to what I was usually doing. Originally, it was just, what if they were in this situation? And then I designed their characters around that. It was honestly quite stupid. Nowadays, they actually have a story. By the way, this story will be taking place in the same world as the Nomadic Beasts, which is the group that Hilda and Arashi are part of in their story. No, they will not be interacting with each other. If they do, it'll be very unlikely for them to actually talk for more than a few seconds. There will be a lot of references to each other. Pardon me. Think of it like Has-Been in Hotel and Hell of a Boss. If you look around, you'll notice similar scenes and stuff, but otherwise you won't actually see them interact. Even if that ruins the personal story of mine and confuses the hell out of me, but whatever. Anyway, I should probably get going onto the design. Let's get going, shall we? To start off, I'll be probably describing White as a character, just to make my life easier and so you can understand where I've come from the designs. He's a quiet person by nature, preferring to keep to himself. This does not mean that he does not like people, and he quite enjoys listening to his more louder companions than speaking himself. In other words, he is a textbook introvert. Due to White being so quiet, however, he's very skilled at observing his surroundings, making him skilled at scouting. He is also, unlike his friends, did not actively seek answers to his broken past. Rather, he chooses to live in the here and now. That is a hint to the story, as all his friends and characters have a shared past together. I'm not going to reveal any more. Well, you'll figure out some small hints, but otherwise you won't get much. The main inspiration for his designs was the second design. This inspired his hairstyle. His clothing came from several other artworks that I've seen around Pinterest in my own life. I didn't really have a goal with his appearance. I had things I wanted to make sure were in, like his fur tips and scars. However, apart from small things, I didn't really have a solid goal. I did, however, have things that I wanted to add in. I wanted him to have a sort of traveler theme to it. Like he's ready to go pretty much anywhere. I also wanted him to be more of a cat on the more casual side. I also wanted fur tips to be a major thing. I ended up changing the species he was after 6 years from an Arctic wolf to a snow leopard for several reasons. Them being, I didn't feel like his wolf really suited him whatsoever. I also planned originally on making him, well, to put it simply, the big guy or the main DPS of the group. But I decided that he would be more interesting if he was less of a brawler like Hilda and more of an agile glass cannon type. Think closer to Aang rather than Korra from Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra. The ice spikes and the snow is my allusion to his abilities to manipulate ice and cold, by the way. The tree that you can see in the back is more of a reference to an old drawing I've had of him last design, where he was sitting up and looking at the tree while it's snowing. So this is more of a reference. I don't really have a type of tree I wanted to draw, so just kind of ignore it. I had oak sort of a reference in my mind when I think I was designing it originally, like the original drawing, so I just carried the same tree over. Now for the colors. I chose for White to retain his iconic, or at least to me, white hair and light blue tips. I also added a dark green patch to it with his friends that cover his left eye, purely for cosmetic purposes. In his old design, I had given them yellow eyes due to the fact that wolves were naturally yellow-eyed species. Fun fact to those who want to know. So, because I changed the species, I naturally changed it to a more common eye color, which is blue, and bluish-green, so that's why I did it. Now, for something that I'm not exactly... Well, I did research on it, but it's something I don't really interact with. Frostbite. For those who don't know, and those who do know, please clarify this in the comments if I got this wrong. But Frostbite operates in 3 stages. The first stage is your skin goes red and it starts to hurt. Like your fingertips and that. And then your skin can go white and you get like pins and needles. This is stage 2, and then stage 3 is your skin goes black and it's really deep-rooted. Your hands go numb and you can't feel anything. This is final stage and you're basically suffering from hypothermia. Like severe hypothermia and stuff. And with my limited research that I could get up, I couldn't find any signs of scars from frostbite, so I decided to instead just go with the basis of, like, blackened skin to showcase that he's got frostbite, and severe frostbite at that. Though now that I'm going over the thing again, I can clearly tell there's things that I would obviously change with the design. For one thing, I would lower down how far up the black markings go up, and showcase the other 2 stages as well, rather than how far up it was, up his arms and stuff. Like, I'd maybe like stop it like at most his wrist with the black, then like red, and then white, and then like some red at the end. Or like maybe just white and not show any red, because that'd show that he's actually suffering from frostbite, not gotten over it. Those who have seen frostbite and have seen like permanent scarrings, please leave in the comments what actually happens to it. I'll happily update his design to include that. To showcase it. I mainly stuck to the shades of green and a bit of blue for his design, partly because it looks nice with the ice blue, but also because the general ice-colored palettes that you normally see like on characters like that use snow powers and snow or ice powers, I don't particularly like them that much. Like, they work fine under like when they're surrounded by ice and snow and they're using their ability, but outside of then, it kind of looks kind of off. Like I don't know, I guess I'm just more used to seeing, like, a lot of rounds and stuff into it, and then you get, like, this one character that's just basically a walking popsicle. I don't know, seems a little off. And stuff. But yeah, so I changed the, but I kind of like the tones in that, so I kind of changed it to a more grayish, green and, like, more grayish blues and stuff. As you can see here. The work, I might as well go over some of the interesting facts about White, and sort of explain the group that he's a part of. That way you can get a rough understanding of his goals and stuff. The group consists of 4 members, who I'll be covering in later videos. But the group that excludes White. That includes White, by the way, so there'll be 3 other members for this one group they'll be covering. But the group goal is, as mentioned earlier, is to find out their shared past, and answer why they can break the rules of the usual limitations. For example, let's say a fire mage, a rule for their magic, just a quick explanation, is they have to draw a spell circle to cast a spell. I'm not going to say which character because that's a little spoilery, but one character can do that, can do spells without actually having to draw a spell circle. Basically, they can break the rules of their world, but still use their powers and stuff. Like, they still have to follow the laws, but they can sort of bend it. Sort of like I don't know, let's say someone had the ability to, I don't know, breathe fire. Like, fire would still burn them and stuff like that, and they would have to... It's more of like a genetic evolution sort of thing. Sort of like the biology learning how to create fire and stuff. They can sort of break the rules, but they still follow the laws of the world. Some fun facts about White as a person. He likes ice skating and mainly figure skating. But not professionally. It's just a hobby to him. He doesn't mind roller skating, as it's similar to ice skating. He can ride a snowboard, but like he doesn't like it whatsoever. His favorite food is 5-spice lamb shanks. He was born on the 19th of January, making him a Capricorn, for those who care. I'm personally very proud without how the ice turned out, like, the ice in the background, by the way. Though I'm a little annoyed that I didn't actually, finish up, like, you can see the gray in the background. That's actually just from, like, the, general color palette that I got from, like, the beginning of this, like, when I turned on the thing, you can probably see. I'm a little annoyed that I didn't do more, like, showing, like, further ice color palettes. I'm also annoyed that I didn't put, like, ice, like, on the foreground or in front of the tree. So it's a little annoying. I wish I did, though. But oh well. Other than that, I'm actually quite proud with how it turned out. And considering my original goal was to design white, and I created the background just to get because I was bored, I'd say I'm pretty proud with how it all turned out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and the drawing. If you did, consider giving a like. If you want to see more, check out my social media. I upload something every time a video is released, so twice a month. If you guys want a video explaining the basics parts of my world building, like the abilities of the Werebeast or Theory Animo, please correct me if I butchered that. Actually, don't. I already know I did. I'm still learning Greek, sorry. Which is, by the way, for contents, what Hilda and White are. Or my magic system, then leave a comment on which aspects you want me to cover first. However, keep in mind that I will take a while, for they will be coming up after I've done the redesigns. If you guys are interested in seeing me play games, then check out my gaming channel. I'm currently going through Hollow Knight. My intention is to do 112% of the entire thing, so it'll be going for a while. Hope you guys liked the video. If not, I hope you guys like the artwork and how it turned out. To those who are just using me for background noise, hopefully you have another video coming up. Please, if you don't, please find and select one. And all that. Stay safe and bye!